Hi, I'm Kinjal Patel with OUTFRONT Media. I'm happy to be hosting this video series today with one of my esteemed guests here, Adrian. Adrian, can you please introduce yourself and your
Hey,
role?
thanks for having me today. Yeah, Adrian Witter. I am the Director of Programmatic and Partnerships at Kinetic, Group M's out-of-home investment arm.
Great, great. Thanks for joining today. We'll go through a couple of questions on media buying, programmatic today. I guess the first question is, what are the top three trends in media you're seeing currently from an agency perspective?
Yeah, I think one of the major ones we see specifically with out-of-home is the increase in national campaigns, largely driven by the fact that programmatic out-of-home allows you to deliver out-of-home at scale on a national basis and on an effective basis. The other one is the proliferation of video campaigns. Like a lot of the activations that are coming from social media channels, CTV, online YouTube, are making their way into out-of-home as the teams can't get enough of the video inventory in the space. And as a result, we're seeing a lot of heavily invested budgets from those teams. The last one is retail. Retail media, online channels is booming, and that's now starting to bleed over into the offline world where campaigns targeting key retailers such as a Walmart, a Target, Kroger's, etc. Out-of-home plays a vital role in that due to the proximity to a lot of these stores and the drive-through traffic that we are obviously getting from key target audiences. Those are some of the three bigger ones that I'm seeing that are propelling interest and growth in out-of-home.
We have been on the retail side speaking to a number of large retailers on the proximity and then the brands that support those retailers on why out-of-home should be part of or digital out-of-home should be part of the mix for their
It's
overall.
great to see it happen and finally,
A little bit about omni-channel DSPs. You have the Trade Desk, DV360, Yahoo. They're all adding these omni-channel capabilities to their offerings. Are these offerings, these players' offerings ready for prime time yet? Could they see more improvements? What are your thoughts on those?
Yeah, absolutely. As far as ready for prime time, we are partnered with many of those platforms and actively testing, if not actively, delivering campaigns. The ones that are still kind of waiting in the wings for the test to come, there's only small gaps for them to close at this point to get to an adequate level of delivery. And what we're really looking from them at this point now, and as key partners at Group M with all of those platforms, is to really go beyond the minimum threshold and start to develop specialized features for out-of-home within those platforms that take us over the edge, that give us something that we haven't had before and that's specific and niche to those platforms based on their particular skill sets and feature sets. And they're doing it. They're delivering on that. It's happening. And again, the investment and the level of delivery that we're getting through those platforms is increasing.
Yeah, and I even see some clients are going with those DSPs because of the omni-channel offering, especially some retailers like Lowe's going with, I think Yahoo, for example. So.
Absolutely. And to that point, the ability to further integrate out-of-home with other digital channels is, it's only going to benefit the out-of-home channel as a whole. And we're seeing that resonate with the agency teams as they're able to derive the performance of out-of-home in impacting those other channels, whether that be out-of-home exposed audiences then having a higher click-through rate on mobile or having a higher view-through rate on video. There are a number of different ways to showcase this and ultimately showcase the value that we all know and believe.
Driving search and social.
Exactly.
Yep, great. What was the appetite, digital out-of-home, I think, growing the last few years with the advancements of tech and measurement. Any other observations you've been kind of seeing more in the out-of-home, digital out-of-home, increasing spend programmatically?
Yeah, absolutely. We had mentioned just previously before off camera, COVID was such a watershed moment for out-of-home in that it really was a struggle time for the industry, but also birthed, the programmatic boom that we're in now, because brands had to pivot to programmatic even if they weren't previously considering it, because it was one of the most effective means to be in and out of markets at any given time. And they were able to understand the value and the rapid turn nature of it that they've now, incorporated into their out-of-home budgets, their digital budgets, and out-of-home as a whole is growing because now programmatic is a feature of all of the planning teams, in their consideration when they come to any campaign. And that's been great on the whole. Digital features amongst the media owners, like the way that they've enabled DCO across the various screens, and just the flexibility it offers. I think clients are really leaning into it. Our agency teams heavily are. It's a great time to be in the space.
Yeah, I mean, and it's a lot of the screen sizes, right? I mean, it's
Yeah.
like a 14 by 48
Yeah.
billboard.
Yeah.
You know,
That helps.
the screen size. You can't skip it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
brand safe.
yeah.
You know, so I
Absolutely.
think that helps as well. So, I guess tell us a past project or campaign that you worked on that you're really excited about. Obviously, you probably can't name the brand, but maybe a category or something like that. You can give us
Sure.
any insight into.
Yeah, we have a retail client. They own and operate their own stores, national footprint. Last year, we got the opportunity to run a limited market campaign for them, driving footfall traffic to stores. Stellar results for out of home. We managed to, again, rebook with the client this year at multiple times of what the budget was last year. A very, very strong show of support and investment in the channel. And we're seeing similar stellar results this year on a wider footprint and a bigger level of investment. Also, further to that, we have better integrated the out-of-home exposure data with the other campaigns. So we're able to let the digital teams know the exposed audiences from out-of-home, where to find them across mobile, across video, across search, so that they can retarget those users and ultimately drive better performance across those channels. Also, out-of-home just kind of showing its value as a kind of a force multiplier across the board. It's really, really compelling story and something we're very happy with the results of so far.
Yeah, sounds like a great case study.
Yeah, I just need to get the sign
Well,
off now.
thanks for your time today. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All the great insights and feedback on out of home and then just media and
Yeah.
programmatic in general.
Thank you for having
Very
me.
insightful.
Yeah,
Thank you.
appreciate it.